You ever have a moment so small, so ordinary, that you don't even realize your whole life is about to shift? Well, mine started with a note. A note written on the corner of a crumpled homework sheet. It said, "Mr. Lee, please call me. I need to meet you. It's about my son." I didn't know it yet, but this meeting, this father, was about to change the entire direction of my career. This was about 10 years back. I was teaching at a small public middle school. Nothing fancy, just the kind of place where every wall had peeling paint, but also a memory attached to it. Back then, I thought I had everything figured out. I was a decent teacher, the kids respected me, and each day rolled into the next. And then there was Eli. Quiet kid. Good kid. The kind who tried to disappear into his hoodie during class. He wasn't failing, but he wasn't shining either. Just floating. I always felt like there was something behind those tired eyes of his. But with 30 kids in a classroom, sometimes we miss the quiet ones. One Thursday afternoon, I was collecting homework. That's when I spotted it. The corner of Eli's paper folded over with my name scribbled on top. "Mr. Lee, please call me. I need to meet you. It's about my son." No signature, just a phone number. I hesitated. Parents rarely reached out like this, especially without a complaint. But something felt different. Something heavy. So I made the call. "Hello?" The voice on the other end was rough, tired, like gravel. "Hi, this is Mr. Lee, Eli's English teacher. You asked me to call." There was a long pause. Then, "Thank you. Could we meet tomorrow, after school? I won't take much of your time." I agreed, but the strain in his voice stayed with me the whole night. The next afternoon, I was sitting at my desk when he walked in. Eli's father. Tall, broad-shouldered, but thin in a way that told its own story. Calloused hands. Eyes that hadn't slept properly in years. He sat down, and for a moment, he couldn't speak. Finally, he said, "Mr. Lee, I need to ask you for a favor. It's about Eli. My boy, he's slipping. I can see it. He won't tell me what's wrong, and I don't know how to reach him anymore. You're the only teacher he talks about, and he respects you." Then he told me everything. 2 jobs, construction by day, warehouse by night. His wife had passed a few years back. Just him and Eli now. And life was beating him down. "I'm not asking you to fix him," he said. "I just need someone in his corner. Someone to notice him." He wasn't angry. He wasn't blaming anyone. He was just a father trying not to drown. And I realized I hadn't noticed Eli the way I should have. The next week, I made it my mission to check in on Eli. Not dramatically, just small conversations. "How are you doing, kid? You understand today's lesson? What are you reading lately?" At first, he shrugged me off, but slowly, he opened up. Then one day he asked me, "Do you think I'm stupid?" "Why would you think that, Eli? Everyone else gets stuff faster than me." "Listen, kid, being slow isn't the same as being stupid. Nobody learns at the same speed. What matters is that you keep going." That was the first time he looked me in the eyes. Something shifted that day. Weeks passed. Eli started participating more. He turned in assignments early. He even joined the after-school writing group. One afternoon, he handed me a short story he'd written. It was raw, but beautiful. I told him that. And he smiled. A real, honest smile. Every time something good happened, he told his dad. And his dad would text me. Thank you. Bless you. You don't know what this means to us. At the end of the school year, Eli's father asked to meet again. He walked in wearing the same worn jacket, but he looked lighter. Mr. Lee, he said, shaking my hand, you gave me my son back. I tried to tell him Eli earned this himself, but he shook his head. No, you saw him, you heard him. And sometimes, that's all a boy needs. Then he handed me a small envelope. Inside was a handwritten message. You helped my son find his place. Maybe now, you'll find yours. I didn't understand it then, but I do now. Because that experience lit something inside me. Teaching wasn't about worksheets or grades. It was about people. About being the one person who shows up at the right moment. And I knew, deep down, this was what I was meant to do. Not just teach, but mentor, guide, listen. That year, I started training to become a school counselor. A few years later, I made the switch. And every time I help a kid who feels invisible, I think of Eli, his father, and that small note. If there's one thing I learned, it's this. People don't always need us to fix them. Sometimes they just need us to see them, to listen, to show up. And sometimes that's enough to change a life. Maybe even two. If this story touched you, go ahead and like the video. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It helps me share more stories just like this one. Thanks for listening, my friends. And take care of each other. We all need someone in our corner.